What's up, guys? It's me. I'm just doing a quick little theory video. After reading yesterday's chapter, gears were just turning in my head and I just had to put up a video. So this video is mainly going to be about Sanji and the Vinsmokes. I'm gonna do a separate video for Luffy later once I can get some more original ideas in my head, because everybody right now is trying to do a gear 5th video, or what Luffy's gonna have to use to beat Big Mom because he's getting his ass beat by Cracker. Or he's rather struggling against Cracker. He's not getting his ass beat. So this video is mainly going to be about Sanji and his bros, because we found out that his other two brothers are named Ichiji and Niji. Sparking Red Ichiji and Electric Blue Niji. Sorry, I'm going to turn this down a little bit. And we find out, well, we don't really find out, but given their designs, given their looks, and given their names, Sparking Red Ichiji probably more than likely uses fire of some kind. Electric Blue Niji obviously uses lightning. And I have a confirmation for this, because when we last saw them, that entire village or island that they were on was set on fire. Now, obviously, that could have just been because they just got done destroying everything, but, you know, you really could take it as, you know, Sparking Red Ichiji sparked everything and lit everything on fire. So then we've got those two, fire and lightning. Then we have Sanji. Now, Sanji is going to be, I'm going to have his own separate section for this video, but first I'm going to talk about his brothers. I'll save Sanji for a minute, but Sanji, I will say, he doesn't have a specific element, even though he does have fire. What I think Sanji has, and a lot of people have brought this up, One World HD brought this up, and I think Roger's Base brought this up, and I'm not sure if Sawyer brought this up either, but I think all three of them have brought this up at some point in their videos. It's that Sanji's main thing is going to be a sort of devil like power, because we've seen in different parts of the anime and the manga that he's transformed into a devil-like character. Like he's I can't remember the specific arc that it was in, but he transformed into the devil, and then of course he has his devil like Diable. But I'll fully talk about that in a minute. So then after Sanji we have Yonji, Winch Green Yonji. Now given his name, I'm imagining he either has something to do, because if they're keeping it strictly elemental based, because when we last saw his father can use electromagnets. Reiju can use poison, so you know we got Reiju number 0, with Yonji being number 4. Now Yonji, we haven't really seen much of Yonji, but what I can imagine, he's either really techie based, or he possibly uses something with sound waves because of the headphones. So maybe he does something with sound waves or something like that. But you know, Sanji was able to beat him, so Sanji's at least stronger than him, or you know, was at least able to just, you know, put him down for a little bit. But so that's all of them. Now what I'm thinking, and I didn't really go into much detail about this in my last video that I did talk about this, because I got distracted. And a lot of people are going around and saying this too, and they agree with me, that I think that the Vinsmokes are gonna kind of be like, not exactly a Power Ranger thing, but a Super Sentai thing. And what I mean by that is, think about it, Vinsmoke Sentai. They've got special suits. Each of them have a number in their name. Each of them has a color designated with their code name. We've got red, number 1, blue, number 2, black, number 3, green, number 4, and, well, Reiju would technically be number 5, but she's pink number 0. So instead of having the traditional 5, they have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then their father is number 66. So think about this. The Vinsmokes are technologically advanced army, right? The Power Rangers are technically the exact same thing. They have all of this advanced super technology that nobody else in the world has, that they use to combat all these monsters. And Germa 66, I imagine they fight very large armies and monsters all the time. Now, another thing that I want to bring up is why I think that why I think exactly Big Mom hired these guys, or wants to marry into their family to gain their power, because she said she wants their science and weapons division, right? And she's got Caesar building trying to create that serum to create her a giant family. What if, just like in the Power Rangers, Big Mom does this and she turns into, like, she's already a giant, but what if she becomes even more giant, and then Luffy has to in turn become a giant to fight her? But then, to get help, they also have to use Germa 66, and they have a giant robot. Or what if I'll take it even a step even further. What if each of the Vinsmoke family members, each of the brothers and Reiju have a giant robot, just like the Power Rangers do? Wouldn't that be cool? Because you gotta think, Big Mom has a family of devil fruit users. Like, Cracker is broken as shit. Brulee is broken as shit. I imagine that Lick guy, he can turn people into fucking candy. That's cheap. She can steal people's souls. So you would have to think, why in the hell would she well, I mean, she has an army, she has a crew, so of course she's gonna need weapons for them. But her main crew, her main family composes of people with some of the most broken as shit devil fruit powers I've ever fucking seen. So you have to think, if she's trying to make a family of giants, she might want to get them some giant robots or something. I don't know. It's possible. You could take that for what you will. So off that now. That's really all I got to say about them, because until I see like some powers from Ichiji, Niji, Yonji, and Reiju, like, all we know about Reiju is that she has something to do with poison. So like, she sucked all the poison out of Luffy. There was enough poison there to kill a giant, and she absorbed it all and ate it. So I assume that she can, also administer poison just the same way. I'm pretty sure she's not a devil fruit user, but we'll get off that for now. Until I see actual powers from all of them, I'm gonna keep all of them in the dark. I really just wanted to get out there the prospect that they might be some kind of like Power Ranger-esque squad or something like that, and that would be really cool for them to bring something into the future, for them to have giant robots to bring in with Big Mom. So now, moving on to the big man himself, Sanji. Sanji, his power has always been related to that of the devil and his emotions, and his greatest emotion that he always shows when he gets serious is anger. Because remember back in Fishman Island, when he activated Hell Memories and he lit Watatsume on fire, he transformed into the devil for a short period of time, and I think it was in Punk Hazard. Yeah, it was in Punk Hazard when he transformed into the devil to save those kids. So what if Sanji does something very similar when he fights his brothers, or like, let's say for example, his mom gets involved, or they try to hurt Pudding, because he's been shown like to care about Pudding. He's met the girl. He would like to marry her, but he has the crew, so he can't do that. So he's trying to stay loyal to the crew, but they're basically forcing him to do it. And last we saw Sanji, he looked scared. He was trembling, and his cigarette was falling, and he looked generally, concerned that his two older brothers were there. So I'm thinking that when they meet up again, when he sees them, shit's gonna go down. Like, Sanji's gonna want to fight them and beat them the fuck up, but he's gonna be afraid to fight them because they're incredibly strong. Now, given that they're royalty, they may or may not have Conqueror's Haki, because like Sanji's physically trembling. Like, I've never really seen that from him before. So maybe one of his brothers has Conqueror's Haki, And let me see. But back to Sanji. So What I'm thinking Sanji's gonna do is when he gets super emotional and gets super angry, he's gonna activate a new ability that's gonna be like his version of Gear 4th. And it's gonna be something that he's been saving because, you know, after he uses it, he's gonna be, you know, he's gonna be fucked up. So basically what I'm thinking he's gonna do is he's gonna armament hockey up his arms and fists, his legs, and then he's going to ignite all of them on fire, and like he's basically gonna light his entire body on fire, and he's gonna activate an ability called Diable Chef, which in French translates to Devil Chef, because that's basically what Sanji is, and then he would basically light the entire area that he's in on fire, and he'd be able to manipulate the fire as he's kicking or punching, so that way, you know, when he's kicking, he's actually kicking you, but if he punches and throws a punch, the fire from around him would attack you. Basically, like he would be like a firebender in a way, you know. So that would be pretty cool, and it'd be cool like if his fire at that point would be like Amaterasu like fire, like not like black fire, but maybe like blue fire, you know. And then it's like because blue fire is technically the hottest form of fire, unless you count white, unless it's white. Maybe the fire could be white. And then it would be a fire that could burn through hockey. And what else? Because there was more I had to the idea, but basically Sanji would be able to burn through hockey. You know, his attacks would be supercharged. Like he would have Luffy's Gear 4th level strength in his legs, and then with his hands, since he refuses to make contact with his hands, he would use his hands to throw fire from around the area, and that would be like, he could call it Hell's Kitchen. You know, the entire area would be lit on fire, and he'd use the area to fight, basically using the environment to his advantage. So I think that would be pretty cool for Sanji to do. And there was an idea I tried to come up with for him somehow gaining the ability to become invisible, because that's always been a thing that he's wanted to do. But I haven't really come up with anything logical for that yet, so I'll have to come up with something later. But if you like this theory, let me know what you think. I'm gonna try to do these every Friday, and maybe on Saturdays, depending, because I usually like start formulating theories on Thursdays when the chapters come out. So let me know what you guys think of the theory. If you guys want to see more, if you like the theory, leave a comment, leave your own theories if you want to. Tell me what you think that what power up Sanji might get, because he's obviously gonna fight at least three of his brothers, and then Reiju, he's probably not gonna fight her because he has a thing against fighting women, and he's obviously gonna be the one to take down his dad. So, tell me how you guys think that that's gonna go, and like, comment, subscribe, and support, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.